Going crazy. Welcome to the Cody Gremlin show. Well, I'll teach you all the cool things. Got a little excited there. Got a little rant going on. Oh wow, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a couple of changes due to the noise, due to the nature of. I brought some old friends of mine. I hope you're happy. Yeah, I got some better friends now. A lot of cool friends. Cooler than you. You tell him. You tell him, Dad. You tell Mickey. Yeah! Yeah, that's my friends. He's Pikachu, Mr. Giz, and Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse, baby, Mickey, yeah! That's right! Take that! Who needs friends when you got these guys right here? Yeah! Yeah! You have to journey throughout the degrees of this life and to respectfully earn my trust and my respect. I don't just respect and admire just absolute everyone. They have to earn my trust. Alright? That's the language that everybody knows. It's like the slang. Yeah, you got it? Yeah, you good, homie? You good? Yeah, alright? Because there's a small increment, a small minor fraction of a millimeter, less than a millimeter of a sense of intellect in this world, and let alone this community. And that's what it doesn't have. That's what it's lacking right there. That's what it's lacking right there. It's intellect, compassion, and kindness for one another. And these human beings, they don't even deserve to be called human beings. They're worse than human beings. They're absolute demons. They're the worst of the worst. They're the plague of this earth. The worst of the plague. Alright everyone, salutations once again. And today I had returned with a featured special guest, which is him, Mr. Giz. And obviously he is happy to be back with us once again as he had returned. Right, Mr. Giz? You happy? Yeah? Alright, well how happy are you? On a scale of 1 to 10. 1 to 10. How happy are you today? Oh, that much? Oh, you're great. You're just too much fun, Mr. Giz. I have no idea what I would literally do in this world without you. To coexist as a part of my existence and to be part of the vibrant experience of nature and wildlife and of this 21st century. Amongst all the technology in the world, and we're able to coexist peacefully amongst one another. However, one thing I have to mention is that the reason I am making this video is more or less a rant, and I wanted to address this publicly, once and for all. Now, my interpretation and perspective of this small community in which I live is, it has its ups and downs for myself. I share a more or less a love and hate relationship with this community. It appears that regardless of who you are as a human being, regardless if you are a part of the light and of righteousness and justice and good, and as you represent yourself to be vibrant, you know, be part of the light and all of its positivities, regardless of everything that you do in this life, apparently you are never good enough or to meet the expectations and standards of others' perspective of how they expect you to be. They expect you to be something beyond perfect, something marvelous and magnificent, and expect you to actually be something that you are not. They expect you to be pretend to be something that you are not. And ultimately that is insulting to me as a human being personally. I take no offense to it, and as well as, you know, Mr. Giz right here. Yeah. Yeah, well, you agree, right? Yeah, I agree. furthermore, it does not matter of who you are, because apparently who you are as a human being, as a person, apparently is never good enough for anyone else. Well, that all depends on who you are and who that other individual or group or party is. And one thing that I realized is that in this small community, I had lived here since the year 2000, and for almost 15 years now. Well, actually it has been 15 years. This is 2015, so obviously living here 15 years, I've come to my sense of realization, and as point blank as this is, this community, this part of this world, of this society, here, only here, it's actually a portal and a gateway into the underworld throughout the 10th layer of hell in itself. And I believe that us as human beings, unless if we strive towards perfecting our imperfections and to overcoming certain obstacles that is laid out before us, therefore we will never change or progress as a society, as a humanity, for something positive or to become something vibrant. And we need to focus in the light and the positivity of our minds to become greater than ourselves every day. And I realize I say this a lot, however it is the simple truth, but the truth is something that human beings apparently cannot understand or accept, the reality. And the reality of this world is that we need to confess ourselves that we are imperfect, and that we need to take that pride and invest that responsibility within ourselves as human beings to become something greater, become something better than ourselves. And one thing that, wanted to say was, not many people understand here, anyways. People here seem to be afraid of something that they don't quite understand. If something is out of the ordinary, such as myself, obviously, if I'm not wearing, this, or, I've got my own style or whatever else, sometimes I wear like tactical and camouflage, whatever I wear. It doesn't matter what it is. And it's only me expressing my freedom of speech and my freedom of self-expression and artistic nature, and I am who I am as a human being. And for people who, cannot accept me for who I am, I pity them for who they are. I truly pity them. And one thing today I wanted to say was, my mother and I actually purchased a 5-piece set table and chairs from the store yesterday. And I actually asked a few of the neighbors around here, so what I was under the impression of friends that I had that lives here in this community. I'm sure they know who they are because they are subscribed to me. And you are watching this video. For those of you, you know who you are. And nothing more disgusts me, and it truly is pathetic to me to even be considered as a human being. For these people to make up excuses and this or that, and they don't want to help out. And I had offered to pay money for it, and it was something as a mutual benefit for, mutual favor. And it was so simple as helping to unload the truck and to upload into the truck and to bring it here to our house to put it into our living room for a brand new table. And that truly is disgusting to me as a human being. These people cannot even, communities in the 21st century, in this world any longer, where people, well, I should say human beings, they do not have the ambition or the determination, or even a mind frame, the frame of mind to helping one another. And this society is progressively becoming worse unless if we ourselves, yes, we as human beings, do something about it. This is just beyond pathetic. I mean, I'm not sure if it's just this community alone, or if it's like this all throughout the United States or all throughout the world. I'm not sure. Because everywhere else that I've been to, it's been a whole lot better than this place, than this community. I'm actually going to do a reenactment of, let's see. So, in essence, friendship is something that ultimately is hard or impossible to come by, to achieve. And to have achieved friendship is something of an obstacle. And if you are to achieve friendship, you should consider yourself fortunate and beyond grateful, and be proud to have that friendship and that loyalty that you had deserved and you had achieved and won. And while I do not judge absolute everyone in this community, I just judge the majority of the people. Because living here for 15 years, and that's enough to tell you that by then, you should learn or discover the psychology of the people, of this town or anywhere you live. And mind I say so, the human beings that reside in this town tends to be more self-indulgent, apathetic, and completely venomous-minded. And they absolutely have a disgust for one another. They spend so much of their time spreading rumors about one another and indulging in the venomous, in their own venom, in their own negative. And they have a very negative and venomous perspective and perception of life in general. And while this community prides itself that everyone has walls built up and divided in between neighbors and fences in between one another, it truly disgusts me. And I believe that this community needs to improve itself for the better, for the positive, before it's too late. And there's absolutely no hope for people here. And there's so many friends of mine, well, I shouldn't say friends, I should just say people that I know. People that I know, because for me to declare you as a friend of mine is something that you have to earn. This is the best new friends I have, right here. And they never talk back to me. They never judge or criticize you for who you are as a human being. And especially they will always help you out in times of need. They'll always help you out. Right, Pikachu? Mickey Mouse? And Mr. Giz. Take that, because these guys are my best new friends in town. Yeah. Screw you guys. Take that. These guys are my best new friends in town. Ooh. One thing that I wanted to point out was there's so many of, people that I know, quote unquote friends, but the two together. People say so much how they literally complain about how they hate working in the grocery stores. And, this or that, how depressing their lives are and how much losers that they truly are. That they have no equivalent or significant relevance to anything virtuous or anything good or prosperous in this life. Because, to be honest, they never will. That's the honest truth. Some I should become rather successful, and some other people are just, I have no respect in the world. I have zero tolerance. I have zero respect for people in the world who rather would stick inside and drown themselves inside the frame of mind of their own venomous, apathetic, their own state of mind. And you know, it's not to judge anyone, and something has to give. You know, if you don't like where you are at right now in the situation of your life, go to college, man. Do something productive for your life, for yourself. If not for yourself, for your family, or for your real true friends, or the community. Help out the community. There are always people in this world, in this life, in this every community in the world who needs help, who actually need help. And when someone calls you, and when someone comes to you and who needs help, and you make up excuses and this or that, and you write them off and push them aside and push them out of your life, you know, that truly is disgusting to me. You surround yourselves with a pretense of a false illusion of friendships, when you are supposed to surround yourself with your real true friends. And if you surround yourself with a false illusion of false friendships for too long, you come to terms to realize that your real true friends are so turned off of you, they leave you, they completely evade you, write you off out of their lives. And it sounds a lot like myself. I have too many supposed friends here that rather surround themselves with a lot of false friends, and they have no idea. And I truly pity them. I truly feel sorry for them as human beings. I do not even consider them as living, breathing human beings. They're just an object to me. They're just, they're no worse than a prostitute, you know, because they're just it. That is it. The word it. And I consider these things more full of life than those people like that. Those fake human beings, those artificial human beings. Because, honest to God, I had attempted to provide who I thought were under the impression of my legitimate friends here with an opportunity to get to know me as a person, and to provide them an opportunity of a lifetime to commemorate them as a part of my friendship, and as to interact and associate and be a part of my life. However, they want to surround themselves with false friends and artificial people. That's not my prerogative. That's not my business. That's their prerogative. And for that reason alone, I truly feel sorry for them, because they have no idea. They have like no concept of understanding of what real true friendship really is. And while it is unfortunate, it is sad. You know, honest to God, they truly have no life. It's always hot and cold. It's always on and off, up and down, left and right, backwards and forwards. You know, they cannot make up their own decisions. They cannot make up their own minds. But they are under an impression, they believe that these people are their friends while they're not. And a simple favor of asking them, you know, friends of mine, well, people here, help you with something so simple as unloading and helping to upload a dinner table and a couple chairs to your car and to your house, and they cannot do that. They fail to do that, and it's, I don't know, there's no words to dissect that into a deeper meaning. You know, a deeper meaning, because there is no meaning. there's absolutely no psychology in the world that I could ever decode. As good as I am with psychology, as much as I have a degree in psychology, people do not... I cannot figure the mind out, because there is no logic there. There is no common sense there. And I swear, I officially given up on the majority of the people that live here. I don't know, I just think that everywhere else is okay and fine and perfect, except for here. Except for here. There are too many narrow-minded people, too many judgmental people who are just too quick to judge. They have this incentive to judge one another. And I only judge people based on experience, my personal experience. I judge people based on who they are, the negatives of who they are. That's what I attack. And I embrace with open arms with everyone equally for who they are and for their positivity, for their positive light that they show for themselves. I don't know, this is just ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna go, you guys. I think I ranted enough. And these guys ranted enough as well, so. You know, the way I figured is, it's just a bunch of losers. Just a lot of losers, that people who have absolute no intentions to live in a world, and they have no intentions to even, you know, they surrender. They give up living in this life. And they have no intentions of creating a better world in this world for society. They have no hope. They act as if they have absolutely no hope at all in the world. And see you guys.